You ready, Bob? Okay, now is the time to call to order the Government Operations and Oversight Committee meeting on Monday, May 6, 2024 at 5:57. Roll call, please.
Alderman Bolton.
Present.
Alderman Felix.
Present.
Alderman Martinez. Alderman Newsom.
Present.
Chair Florian.
Present, thank you. Are there any public comments for this committee? Mr. Edwards?
Good evening. Letter E, we talking about trespassing, right? I'm glad you guys got this on here because we talk about a lot of times how things happen at the nightclub, right? So they leave out the nightclub. Once they on the sidewalk, the nightclub can't make them leave. What do? The city say you can't trespass them. It's the same thing we had down there at 200 Julian Street. They could stand right out there on the sidewalk, and it's nothing nobody can do. That's the problem. This city does not have any ordinance on that. People can just go stand anywhere all day and do pretty much whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Even when they have, for instance, these trespassing signs up, still on the sidewalk, the police is saying there's nothing they can do. So at some point, we got to figure that out. Again, Carlos come up here and he tells y'all this all of the time. You know, trying to sit down and figure this out. How do you do that? Because again, they can't control. Business owners cannot control the sidewalk. When you call the police say, hey, we can't make them leave. We can't arrest them for trespassing because the city have no orders in place. So you just shit out of luck, huh? And I think a lot of these ordinances been in on the books for 79 years. We about ain't looked at none of them. They so dusty. It's time y'all peel back all that and start looking at these things and rewriting them, changing them, doing something productive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Is there anyone else that wanted to address this committee?
What committee is this?
This is Government Operations and Oversight. Okay, item D, I need a first and second motion to approve the minutes of the Government Operations and Oversight Committee meeting held on April 1st, 2024.
So moved.
First. Second.
Thank you, Alderman Newsom, Alderman Felix. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Item E, I need a first and second motion to approve the minutes of the closed executive sessions of the Government Operations and Oversight Committee meetings held on August 7th, 2023, October 2nd, 2023, October 16th, 2023, and November 6th, 2023.
I so move. Sorry. I'll second.
Thank you, ladies. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Item 2, new business. Item A, I need a first and second motion to approve a resolution approving a settlement and release of all claims for Police Department Workers' Compensation claim numbers 2208 30W023 and 2306 26W015 for an amount not to exceed $70,423.79.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions to this motion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez. Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Chair Florian.
Aye, thank you. Motion passes. Item B, a resolution approving a settlement. I need a first and second motion to approve a resolution approving a settlement and release of all claims for Fire Department Workers' Compensation claim number 230221W033 for an amount not to exceed $24,950.50.
I so move. Second.
Thank you, ladies. Any questions to this motion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez. Alderman Newsom.
Aye.
Chair Florian.
Aye. Thank you. Item C, I need a first and second motion to approve a resolution confirming the continued appointment of Elrod Friedman LLP as corporate counsel for the city of Waukegan.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions to this motion? I encourage any of the aldermen that have any questions to ask in this committee because the council meeting is going to be really long. So if anybody has any questions they'd like answered, I'd really appreciate if we would talk about it some right now, including other aldermen that are not on this committee that want to have something to say.
I mean, on the contrary, I did send you email. I think that's a wonderful idea. They have retained, so.
Thank you, Alderman Martinez. Anyone have any questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez. Alderman Newsome.
Aye.
Chair Florian.
Aye, thank you. Item D, I need a first and second motion to approve a resolution approving an agreement with Advocate Health concerning the use of the police firing range.
So move. I second.
Thank you, ladies. Any questions to this motion? Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderman Bolton.
Aye.
Alderman Felix.
Aye.
Alderman Martinez. Alderman Newsome.
Aye.
Chair Florian.
Aye. Okay, item E, I need a first and second motion to approve an ordinance amending section 15-67 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Waukegan concerning trespassing.
First.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any questions to this motion?
I'm happy to answer any questions or provide a quick summary of why it's necessary.
Well, based on the audience question, I'd like you to expound on it a little bit and maybe talk about why sidewalks are a problem. You were out of the room, but a big part of the question was why can't we enforce trespassing on a sidewalk?
Okay. Well, just to talk about that, trespassing on sidewalk, you can't really trespass on public property. Now, you can, and loitering laws have been limited constitutionally. Basically, you have to be blocking the right-of-way or basically creating a disturbance and preventing other people from being able to use the right-of-way. So it is very hard, and then especially with certain changes to Illinois law, to charge people, especially in a way that would be arrestable or detainable for crimes like vagrancy. There's been a very strong push in Illinois and in other places to decriminalize homelessness. That is hard. Now, when someone is on private property and they're asked to leave and they do not leave, that is a trespass. And that is an offense that can both be criminal and then it can also be prosecuted as an ordinance violation. There's a very specific issue that we had to deal with that Illinois has a program that addresses problem gamblers, folks who have self-diagnosed have diagnosed themselves as having a gambling problem, are able to make a voluntary choice. A court can't make you do it. Maybe your mom can make you do it, but no one can make you do this except yourself, to put yourself on a self-exclusion list. The self-exclusion list is a program that when you walk into a casino and they check your ID, or if they don't catch you there, when you go and cash out your winnings, you basically are kicked out. And the idea is that people who have problem gambling issues have self-control issues. And if they recognize that and they've decided to put themselves in a position where they cannot go into a casino, the casino can ask them to leave. And there are times when persons who have put themselves voluntarily on the self-exclusion list will go into a casino, be asked to leave, and refuse. At that point, they need to be charged with a trespass. The state's attorney's office is very full up, and they are not taking these charges. If Full House does not enforce this, if it does not enforce the self-exclusion list, Full House could lose its license. So it's asking the city to partner with it to help remove people who have voluntarily asked themselves to be excluded. And when we started bringing these charges to branch court, The branch court said, well, this doesn't seem like a typical trespass. I need to see a little bit more. And so we worked with our city prosecutors, and we came up with these amendments to ensure that we could help Full House remove the people who have asked to not be able to go in, and to ensure that people who are on the self-exclusion list are not entering the casino. That's the whole purpose of this.
So is this kind of like part of like a 12-step program almost or something for them when they're trying to recover from a gambling problem?
I'm sure that programs like Gamblers Anonymous would encourage people to do this. And, you know, the problem with addictive behavior is that self-control is often something that, you know, people say you should exercise. It's a very hard thing to do when you have an addicted mindset. And so this is something that, once again, no one can force you to be on this. You put yourself on this. And so that's the purpose behind this amendment.
Thank you for
I have a
that
question.
clarification. Alderman Bolton first, and then I'll get to you, Alderman Martinez.
So can you elaborate, maybe this be more relevant to Mr. Edwards' concern? Can you explain the guidelines or concerns about loitering? You know, would this be applicable for this situation?
Yeah, no, this wouldn't be. This is an amendment specifically to trespass. Trespass is defined when you're on private property, you've been asked to leave, and you don't leave. You know, we've all seen the no shirt, no shoes, no service, or we reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. Private businesses have a lot of ability to exclude people from their premises, but under law, you're supposed to ask nicely, and if someone leaves, they leave, and if they don't, then it becomes a matter where you have to involve the police.
My question is, I mean, and this is for casinos, but how about the mini casinos here that we have in our town? I mean, people go in there and they lose just as much as they would at a casino. That's also a problem that we need to also address here in Waukegan, is the smaller mini casinos that we have in our city.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe that operators of VGTs are not required to comply with the self-exclusion list, which is a very fair point, that, you know, someone who has decided to try and avoid this, they can't go into Rivers Casino, they can't go into American Place, but they could stop at any of the places that have VGTs. It's honestly an argument to say that, you know, VGTs may not have all the protections that casinos do.
Is that something the state would have to address?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to some people I know, Alderman Martinez. That was a good point you raised. Okay, any other questions, anybody?
Just a comment. So this is mainly just to be able to like charge the people or be able to take them out, have like some legal protection on our end? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
it's to be able to, because previously our code really didn't define this as it wasn't a clearly defined trespass under our particular ordinance. And so we had to clarify that this would constitute a trespass.
And what happens when our police goes and takes people out? Do we still hand them off to the state, or
So
how does
most
that
of the time, there is actually no arrest made. They get a citation. Yeah. So the only time that someone would actually be incarcerated is if they would not leave, and if they resisted arrest or tried to repeatedly go back in as soon as the police took them out. It's really a removal from the premises. This is not the kind of offense that people are getting put into holding cells for.
Okay, any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Bolton,
Aye.
Alderman Felix,
Aye.
Alderman Martinez, Alderman Newsome,
Aye.
Chair Florian.
Aye. Thank you. Motion passes. There is no old business. There are no reports or communications. I need a first and second motion to adjourn at 6:12.
I second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Thank you.